Someone once told me, wow, this is an amazing meal. I couldn't even prepare all of this myself. And I can see. I knew they meant it as a compliment, but something about it didn't sit right with me. Hey friends, welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is John. I live in New York City and I have retinitis pigmentosa, a condition that affects my vision. And before I go any further, I want to say this clearly. This is just my lived experience. It doesn't represent everyone who is blind or visually impaired, or for others who have a disability. But it is something I noticed over time. There are moments when people say something kind, something encouraging, and I know they mean it well. But at the same time, it still feels a little off. And I've been trying to understand why that is. And I kept coming back to that moment. That moment stuck with me, not because it was offensive, and not because I thought that they were trying to put me down. If anything, it was the opposite. They were being kind. They were appreciating something I did. And I understand that. But at the same time, something about it felt a bit off to me. Because what I heard wasn't just, this is a great meal. It felt like there was something underneath that. And I don't think they realized that. And that's when I started noticing there's sometimes a gap between what someone means and how it actually comes across. A lot of this comes up when I have people over and I'm cooking food for them. I really enjoy cooking. It's something I've learned to enjoy over time, just trying different meals and different recipes. Whether it's Korean food, Italian, or grilling hamburgers outside, I really enjoy the process. I like taking different ingredients, putting things together, and seeing how everything comes out in the end. I also enjoy having people over, friends and family, just spending time together and sharing a meal. So a lot of times, I'll be the one cooking. I'll plan the meal, prep everything, and then put everything together for the group. And in those moments, people will say things like, wow, this is really good. You made all of this? I couldn't even do this myself. And sometimes it's followed by, and I can see. And that's the part where it shifts, because now it's not just about the food anymore. It becomes what someone thought I was capable of, even before I started preparing the meal. And most of the time, they don't even realize that. It's subtle. No one is trying to say something wrong, and no one is trying to put me down. But it creates a moment where something that was meant to just be a compliment feels like a comparison. And after a while, I realized that it wasn't just happening in moments like that. That same kind of reaction shows up in other parts of my life too. One example is running. I've completed the New York City Marathon twice now. And for anyone, that's not an easy thing to do. It takes time, training, discipline. And for me, I run with a guide, my friend who runs alongside me and helps me navigate the course. And when people hear my story, a lot of the responses are like, that's amazing. That's so inspirational. I can never do that. And again, I understand what they mean. I appreciate it. But there's also something underneath that. Because sometimes it feels like the reason it's seen as so impressive is because it wasn't expected that I could do it at all. And when that becomes the baseline, everything starts to feel like it has to be above average, just to be seen as normal. And that creates a kind of pressure. It's not always obvious, but it's there, where it feels like you always have to prove something, even when you didn't ask to be put in that position. No one is saying it directly, but it's there in how you're being seen. And that's the part that's hard to explain, because everything on the surface sounds positive, encouraging, supportive. But underneath that, it can still feel like you're being seen through a different lens. Most people don't mean harm, and I've come to understand that. But meaning well and understanding what something feels like aren't always the same thing. And I don't think the answer is to overthink every word or feel like you can't say anything anymore. If anything, it's just being a little more aware of how things might come across. And on the other side of that, I've had to learn to not take every moment like that and carry it as something negative. Because not every comment is meant to limit you, but some of them do show you how you're being seen. And I think the space in between, that's where a lot of this lives. Here, in the blind spot. I'll see you in the next one.